Okay, now remember there are few reasons why we practice samatha. First is just to gain some concentration, and if you wish, if you can also, and also depends on parami to get jhana. But another reason is for samatha is as a foundation, and it will help us to calm the mind so we can practice vipassana. So it's good to know what samatha practice and what vipassana. Because in fact, if you can use the same meditation object as a samatha, later you can change to vipassana. All right. How you change vipassana? For example, you note the breathing. First, you calm down the mind until you get some good concentration. Then after that, you change to vipassana, means use the same object as a breathing. Try to see the impermanence, the changing of the breath, the tempo, the frequency, and so on. So try to see anicca, dukkha, anatta, or the breathing. So even the same meditation object can be samatha or vipassana. It depends on your skillfulness in practice. Okay, now I think we did this with the previous student already, but I like to ask the new student. So it's good to call the name because since all right, start with Chai Hun. Okay, now compare the samatha and vipassana. Try to find the similarity. Which one is in samatha and also in vipassana? Chai Hun?
Which one is in samatha and also
And
vipassana?
yes, it's easy. It's just the answer is in front.
Anapanasati.
Okay, where is it? Where is anapanasati?
Yeah. Anapana kaya nupasana.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, okay. Now we start with anapanasati. Yes, you have here. Can you tell me where is in the vipassana?
Then the kaya nupasana there.
Okay, so in this anapana. All right, good. Okay, so you get one score already. All right. Okay, so next new student. All right. Okay. Shuhua, right? All right. So find something in samatha and also in vipassana.
32 parts of the body. Under Samantha is number 3, yes. And
Okay.
Vipassana is under Kaya Nupassana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Under
Pati, yes, yeah, that's right.
Patikula mana
Mhm.
sikara. All right.
Yep.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. Kahong. Yes. So fine. Some more? Anything similar? Kahong.
Yes, Haji.
Yes. Okay.
Let me see.
Okay. Can you?
Let, the four great elements. The four great elements, Chatu, Dhatu, Vavadana,
Okay.
Vipassana. We also have Dhatu, Manasikara, four great elements.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. All right, next person. Okay. Mudita G. What is G stand for? Is it your surname?
Saya good evening. G
Yes.
stands for go, my surname.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So yes, okay. Yeah, try.
Yeah. The
Try.
similarity,
Mm-hmm.
the similarity that I can see is for Asubha in
Okay.
Samatha, and it's also in Vipassana, 9 stages of corpse.
Okay, 9 stages of corpse. Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So Mudita go. Next time, please write the full name lah. So I was thinking.
Yeah, okay, I'll try. Very
Sometimes
long. Thank
you all
you.
are very secretive. I don't know why you're also secretive. Okay, MYT. All right. So yes, MYT. Find some more? Yes.
As for me, I think recollections of the Dhamma Nusati, the Samantha, right? Then Vipassana is the Dhamma Nupassana, like Satya Four Noble Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. This is a good point here.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So she put here under this. Is it okay? Yeah. It's a good point. Which color it is? The same color. Mm. Maybe like the color. Okay. Is there any more? Anybody can see anything more? So kasiṇa, you definitely will not find vipassana. Okay. Now, one thing about samatha is actually most of time, most object is on concept, right? Paññāti. So vipassana most of time is on your, you can say all the time, yeah, most of the time, right? On the object, it will be on nama, rupa, right? But of course, if you are talking about your mind can take all object, including the concept also, right? Okay, but kasiṇa is always, because kasiṇa takes like the earth, water, fire, even though you see it's a physical earth outside, but when it grabs in your mind, it's actually the concept. So when you see the earth outside, in your mind, it's not physical earth, it's just a concept only. So that's why kasiṇa is always on samatha. It never you cannot find in vipassana. Right? Anusati, this is just think about the Buddha's Dhamma Sangha, right? Yes, you can think about the Dhamma. Yes, you can link with the Dhamma Nupassana. This is actually a good point. But you remember, this is just a thinking. So you cannot find exactly here. But we maybe can say, as she MYT say, we can take it as you think about the, here you cannot draw an arrow in this book, in this Google Classroom, all right? But you can think at the quality. So maybe here will be more on. So here will be reflection on Dhamma. Right. So it actually, if you talk about reflection on Dhamma, it covers everything. Right. So Kaya Gata Sati, is talking about when, in fact, when we talk about Kaya Nupasan, Kaya Gata Sati is thinking about our own asubha also. So the difference between the asubha, the number 2, and this Kaya Gata Sati. So this asubha is referring to the body of other people, because you cannot see your own asubha, definitely your own corpse, because you are not die yet. Even after you die, you cannot contemplate your own corpse. But this is talking about contemplate of other people's corpse. But Kaya Gata Sati is much more talking about, you can say this more external asubha. So this one is much more really on your own internal asubha. Because especially your feces, urine, sweat, all these are really asubha, right? That's why people say, why you go to the toilet, you need to close the door. Because you don't want people to see your asubha. That's the reason. All right. So anapanasati is even though it's under anusati, but actually in the kaya nupassana, it's really a practice by itself. So peace is just a thought here, because anusati is thinking about peacefulness of nibbana. So you cannot find in the vipassana. So Brahma Vihara, you also not really can find it. Because Brahma Vihara, we need to grasp the concept of a human, a being. So when you you want to be good in this Brahma Vihara, you must grasp the concept of a living beings, right? But in Vipassana, you need to focus on Namarupa. So the difference of Samatha mostly is concept. So if you want to practice on Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekkha, you need to grasp the concept of beings. So there's a being, I. For Metta, loving kindness to myself. Karuna, compassion to people or animals who are in suffering. Mudita is on prosperity of beings. Upeka is thinking about their karma. All right. So you still grasp the concept of beings. Then this alupa jhana, of course, is only in samatha. So this ahare particular sanya. Can you find here? Can you find here? No, right? Okay. So this is also a concept here. A concept about food is a disagreement because you need to look for the food, you need to digest the food, you need to expel the food. So this is actually kind of like concept also. Yeah. Because when we eat the food, actually food is just a lupa. But 4 great elements you can find here. All right. Okay. So yeah. So piti sameda upeka. All right. So in the bojjhanga
agree.
factors, wait,
Yes, we
in
agree.
wait, in the bojjhanga factors, we have this upeka. But this upeka is not really same with this upeka. Right? Because this Brahma Vihara upeka, we grasp the idea of beings, right? But in bojjhanga, this upeka is upeka to all the sankara, all formation. Okay? It's a little bit different here. The way they see is different. Yes, Sister Go, Mudita Go. Yes, want to say something? Yes.
Yes, Sayagi. So can Sayagi elaborate this loathsomeness and disagreement of the nutriment?
Oh, yeah,
What?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will come to this later. Yeah, this class is not finished yet. This is just introduction. So later when we go, I think some more lesson, then we will go for more detail in the Visuddhimagga. All right. Yes. Do you have the book? Do you have the
Yes.
book?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
have.
also can find there. All right. But basically,
Okay.
it's talking about the troublesome of the trouble of looking for the food. You know, imagine why you need to work, because you need to find food, right? Because the need to find food, you have to work. Then after you get the food, you need to cut, you need to prepare it, then you need to digest it. So digest is also a problem if your stomach is not good. So after you eat, then you need to expel it. So it's like we need to do a lot of process for the food. But thinking about like if you're born as a Brahma God, they live on piti. So they don't need to digest the food. So don't you like to be a Brahma? Don't need to work at all. All right. Okay, so do we have any similarity? Again, all right. Okay. Yeah. But actually, even though we talk about Dhammanusati is a Dhammanupassana, but Dhammanusati you can take Dhammanupassati refer to all things, because the Dhamma can take the Kaya, Vedana, Chitta, and Dhamma. All right. It can take everything as an object. Literally, but if you want to match it in this way also can. It's a good matching, because there's a Dhamma and there's a Dhamma here. All right. Any question about this part? I think we are quite finished already. All right. So if no question, we go continue. All right. I think we are going to finish soon. All right. Now, general useful meditation. So remember last time we say there are 2 types of meditation. One meditation you should practice anytime, any place. Another type of meditation is specially given by your teacher. So the first type is this called general useful meditation, means this meditation you should practice anytime, any place, because they are good for you. The first one is Buddha no Sati. So what's the advantage of this one? It will increase your faith. Okay, confidence. And this is good if you go for dangerous place, because at that time you have nobody to depend on except the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Right? So that's why actually it's true, right? Because in compared to Malaysia, Myanmar had more trouble, right? Myanmar had more trouble. So during the March 28th, when the earthquake happened, actually I was in Myanmar also. So then, because it's the first time I experienced so much earthquake, I also didn't really aware it. Then I see the workers, we have the workers at the time they are doing the dining hall. So the workers immediately run out from the dining hall. So they near outside, they start to like this, and then they start to face to the park. There's a pagoda. So they start to chant. All the Burmese people, they know how to chant because from very young, as young as 3 years old, they follow the parents' chant. So they start to think about Buddha no Sati. You know why? Because at the moment like earthquake, you have no refuge except the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. At that time, can you depend on your friend and friend? Even they are afraid, everybody is afraid of earthquake because it's a natural disaster. It cannot be. Normally, we thought we are safe in our building, but if the building you are in also not safe, so then it really very fearful. So everybody need to depend on the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So it's at the time of danger. So when you go for the trip, so here in Myanmar also, I think most of the Theravada country. So before they go for trip, they will play the Dhamma music, Dhamma song, before they start the journey. So then throughout the journey, some, if they are very faithful, they will play all the Dhamma music, even Dhamma song, okay, or chanting. So because they need to protect them from the danger. So that's the advantage of Buddha Nusati. All right. So one time, I tell you a lot of story because I noticed that people like Ajahn Brahma, if you know Ajahn Brahma, he's a famous British monk, but he stayed in Australia. So he tell all the story and people remember the story, right? Like when, because like us, sometimes no car, even I got car, we had no driver, sometimes not easy to find driver. So one day I need to go to another place. The only transport was motorcycle, right? So, in Myanmar, you can see a lot of people not wearing the helmet. So the motorcyclists, we call it they are kind of like taxi lah. So we call them, they will come and fetch us. So he had no helmet. I also had no helmet. Then end up we had to go on highway, on the road, busy road with all the buses and car passing by. So at that time I was sit behind him. So and we cannot hug him or whatever, right? So we just put the hand on his shoulder to prevent myself falling down. So at that time what I recite, I had to recite ETP so because it's very dangerous. No helmet at all, and on the highway, and the buses all passing by. So at that time, okay, I better recite ETV so Bhagavara, some in case suddenly I might die in a car accident, Yeah, okay. So faith and protection from danger. Okay. Now, metta is, we call it, this is good for relationship. If you want to have a good relationship with others and good relationship with yourself. Because not everybody are happy with own self. Some people do not like themselves. I mean, it's true. Some people, last time when I start to teach metta, I always ask question, how many of you love yourself? You'll be surprised, no? Among the crowd, only half will lift the hand. Half will never lift the hand. Either they are shy or they don't feel that they like themselves. They don't love themselves. So it's good. Metta is build a good relationship between yourself and others. So Maranasati is to make yourself ready to die. Make your mind ready to go die. So this is helpful for spiritual urgency. So if you find that you are very lazy meditation and you don't have much effort, so you need to think, I will die in, maybe you should give yourself a period. I will die in 1 year time or 5 years time. So if you give yourself some period of time, maybe you will be more active. So if you're going to die, okay, I will die in 100 years time. You will not be active meditation because 100 years is too long. So instead thinking I will die in 100 years, means that I will die in 5 years time. Give yourself a short time, then your mind will change because you need to have more spiritual urgency. Now, asubha will be impurity. This is a reduced greed to yourself, to your own body, right? So this is all these are called general useful meditation, right? Okay, now this is some text down here, and maybe we invite somebody to read. Okay, Jen, you can read.
As to suitability to temperament. Here the expositions should be understood according to what is suitable to the temperaments. That is to say, first, the 10 kinds of foulness and mindfulness occupied with the body are 11 meditations subject suitable for one of greedy temperament. The 4 divine abidings and 4 color kasiṇas are 8 suitable for one of hating temperament. Mindfulness of breathing is 1 recollection as a meditation subject suitable for one of deluded temperament and for speculative temperament. The first 6 recollections are suitable for one of faithful temperament. Mindfulness of death, the recollection of peace, the defining of the 4 elements, and the perceptions of repulsiveness in nutriment are 4 suitable for one of intelligence temperament. The remaining kasiṇas and the immaterial states are suitable for all kinds of temperament, and any one of the kasiṇas should be limited for one of speculative temperament and measureless for one of deluded temperament. This is how the expositions should be understood here as to suitability to temperament.
Okay, so this is on the paragraph 121, so you can refer to there. So this is a limited here means is a small, and measureless means should be quite big. All right, quite big. For diluted means moha one. All right, so we already put the charts here. So you can compare. So if you think you are raga, then asubha, which is external, is good. So if you think that you have lots of greed, then kaya gata sati. Okay, kaya gata sati, 32 body parts is also internal. Means that see the asubha impurity internally, and asubha will be externally. See people corpse and so on. And dosa is this 4 Brahma Vihara, of course. Metta will overcome the hatred, dosa. And color kasiṇa is bright, so it's good for dosa. And moha will be measureless, means it's a quite big one. All right. And also anapanasati. But actually, it also means that even though here put like anapanasati, but actually anapanasati should suitable for everybody. Now, sada, faithful type, and you can do the 10 declaration, especially Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, sila, morality, chaga, generosity, devata, deva. So buddhi will be, because buddhi, intelligent, you need to think about that, and think about nibbana is peaceful, right? So vitaka, those who had thinking a lot. So also they say anapanasati is suitable. But actually anapanasati should be suitable for everybody, right? Okay, this is some guidance here. And then the ahara patikula, nutriment is suitable for buddhi. And then the 4 great elements is suitable for buddhi also. All right. Okay. Now, okay, somebody read 122. Who is around? Okay. How about Brother Michael? Michael, are you here?
Yes, Aji.
Okay, yes. Okay. Please unmute. Yes. Okay.
All this has been stated in the form of direct opposition and completely suitability, but there is actually no profit development that does not suppress greeds and etc. Health, faith, and so on. And this is said in the Mahina Sutta. One should in additionally develop these 4 things. Fullness should be developed for the purpose of abandoning greed. Loving kindness should be developed for the purpose of abandoning ill will. Mindfulness of breathing should be developed the purpose of cutting off applied thought. Perception of impermanence should be cultivated for the purpose of eliminating concept I am. Also in the Rahula Sutta, in the passage beginning, develop loving kindness, Rahula, meditation subject are given for a single temperament. Seven meditation object.
Okay. Sorry, this is a little bit big. Okay. Now, actually here it say this the above is what is the direct opposition, but actually there's no profitable development, not suppressed greed. That means that any meditation you develop will help to reduce the greed and also help to increase the sada, faithful. So any meditation you practice is okay, right? And actually, like in Lahula Sutta, the Buddha son. So at that sutta, even single temperament, at that time, 7 meditation object 7, okay, is given in the Rahula Sutta. So you should read this sutta, it's very interesting. There are many methods even given the Rahula at that time. Okay, now teacher will ask to the questions to the student, what's your temperament? So if the teacher don't know, so he will ask the student, what do you think you are? What kind of states always frequent in you? What do you like to bring to mind? Means what do you like to consider? What meditation subject does your mind favor? Means what kind of object you like to contemplate? So the teacher actually is a doctor trying to diagnose your illness. So the teacher will ask you some question or observe your behavior. Then he will say, oh, you're a greedy type, you're hatred type, you're Buddhi type. Now the question is, you should ask yourself, what is a suitable meditation for you? So we already discussed all 40 samatha practice. So you all should think about this question. You need to check your temperament and based on the guidance given here. Okay, like this one. If you find your raga, what kind of meditation? If you are dosa, what kind of meditation? If you are sada, if you are sada, you like to do buddhanusati. If you are buddhi, intelligent, you think about the death and peacefulness or meditation or 4 great elements for this buddhi type. All right. Now, what do you think you are? Okay, Sumita, you are free today, right? Yeah, Sumita is free on Thursday. Okay, Sumita, what do you think your temperament?
Sada, Saji Sada.
Okay, sada. Okay, so you like to do buddhanusati and so on, right?
Yes.
Okay. How about the 4 great elements?
4 great element. Normally, we do the walking meditation, no?
Okay,
To
walking
give you
meditation.
the hardness, the coldness,
Mm-hmm.
the softness, water
Mhm.
element, and so on.
Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, sada, then yes, you can do the buddhanusati. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So out of these 10, these 6 will be okay. All right. So Sister Wong, yes, what do you think you are? Your temperament?
Saji, I think it's more on Sada because I normally do Anapanasati. I started with that, so I continue with that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
the other one is a chanting,
Okay. So
chanting on the
you on
Buddha,
the
Sangha,
sada
Dhamma.
anusati, right?
Yes, and before I do the Anapanasati, I'll do the Brahma Vihara,
Okay.
mainly on metta.
Okay.
And
Metta.
when sometimes on the mudita, karuna,
Okay. So
especially
you're
when
still on the
my
sada type, right?
yes,
Okay. Okay. Who is on Buddhi type? I think Thomas, you will be. I think Brother Cole is,
thank
but I
you.
think thank you. Brother Cole is not here, I think, even though he's here. Brother Cole, are you here? Okay, I think he's not around. Sorry, the camera is like on and off. Okay. Yeah. So the A trick on and off again. All right. So anybody on Buddhi here? I think anybody on Buddhi? Anybody think you're on Buddhi? How about Cindy? What do you think you are?
Saya am more of Sada.
Okay, I think a lot of people on Sada. Okay. How about Sister Chong Pat Yin? Yan. Chong Pat Yan. Yes? What do you think you are, Sister Chong?
I think Sada, Sayaji.
You also Sada.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. All right. I think most of you are Sada. Well, I don't think I am Sada. I'm more on Buddhi. Thomas, what do you think you are?
I think I have elements of Vitaka, Buddhi, and Dosa.
Why do you think you have Vitaka?
Because I'm thinking very much.
You're thinking a
And,
lot. Okay.
Yes. And I
You
enjoy it.
enjoy? You
Yes, I enjoy it. Yes.
You enjoy thoughts. Okay,
Yes.
okay. All right. Okay, but what kind of things do you always think? You just think, you like thinking, that's all.
Let's say I like to know things not just on the surface. If I know something, I want to know it deeply and completely. I want to know the background of things.
Okay, so this
Like
is
like
on,
that.
so this is more on Buddhi, right? Intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but because you enjoy the thoughts, then you think that you will have Vitaka also, right?
Yeah.
But you think you have Sada also.
Dosa.
Oh, you had Dosa, no Sada.
Yes, I have absolutely no interest in flowers.
Not flowers. I mean, offer the flowers to the Buddha. Okay.
Nah.
No, also. Okay, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So anybody on Buddhi? I try to see who, as I know you all. I think most of people will be on Sada. How about Xiu Hua? You are a new student here. What do you think you are, Xiu Hua?
Hi, Saji. I think I'm more of Sada and Vitaka.
Sada, all right. Vitaka also.
Vitaka also.
You enjoy thoughts also.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I think I cannot find anybody Buddhi. Yeah, Thomas is a little mixed one, all right? I think Brother Call is here, but Brother Call is not around, maybe. Sometimes they on here, but not around. Okay. Okay, I think it's enough. Today, I think we managed to cover all. So next week, we can start to some practice already. So, and after you finish this assignment, then the next assignment will be, after we start to learn meditation, the next second assignment will be find your temperament and also find your temperament and find your own meditation. Yes, Brother Ko. Yes, Brother Ko? Yeah. Yeah, we can see you. Yes, you need to turn on your video. Cannot hear you. Yes. Where's the Brother Ko here? He disappeared already. Brother Ko, we cannot hear you. We cannot see you also. All right, okay. So while waiting for him. So anyway, this chapter will be for you to see your own temperament. But of course, most of us are mixed somewhere. For me, I don't think I'm Vitaka. I don't really, I'm somebody who like action. So if I find I want to do something, so I will just type my computer. So I don't really sit down and enjoy thoughts. It's not my nature. All right. So if I want to do something, I either do it bodily or I do with computer. I'm more on Buddhi because I will not enjoy the flower. Like Saji Agawati, she will go and see the flower. She will say, this flower is so nice. And then she want to buy the flower. Then I was thinking, I prefer to buy a fake flower. You know why? Because fake flower you just put there and it permanently there, no need to worry, it will be anicca dukkha anatta, right? And no need to waste the money. But for her, in all the Myanmar tradition, they always you go to any temple, they every week they will change the flower. Because when the flowers start to get wilted, so they say not nice, they will go and buy flower. Sometimes people offer, if people not offer, the temple will go like us, will go and buy new flower. To me, it's a waste of money, right? Okay. But to people with sada, no, they must go and buy flower. They must decorate the Buddha altar very nice. Because when they pay respect to the Buddha altar, it's so nice to see the Buddha and then the flowers. Okay. But they say all this practice, even like when you pay respect to Buddha, you offer flower to the Buddha, actually it's just a practice of mind. And it teaches us to be more generous, okay, and having more faith. So maybe one day, Thomas, you also like to buy flower for the Buddha statue lah. Okay. All right, okay. All right, so okay, with this we will share the merits. Okay, so we just do I think most of you can just follow me now, okay? Right, so okay. Etawata cha amhehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe bhuta sabbe satta sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampadi siddhya. Yeah. All right. So imano punya bagam sabba satanam dema. Imano punya bagam sabba satanam dema. Imano punya bagam sabba satanam dema. We share the merits of learning the meditation or learning Visuddhimagga with all beings. Idam no nyatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idam no nyatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idam no nyatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. We share merits with our departed one. May they receive the merits and be born in the good place. Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Buddha sasanam chiram titatu. Buddha sasanam chiram titatu. Buddha sasanam chiram titatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I hope you all enjoy the